Um, Thanks for this opportunity, and I want to thank the organizers for this opportunity too. It's good that I was selected to stand here and talk to you, so that I didn't steal anybody's thunder in the lightning talk. So I'm going to talk about how we took a PLM platform, which is a platform for retail, fashion, luxury, and consumer goods. How we took that platform to cloud. So the topic is embracing cloud. So I'm going to talk about a few R's, which we'll learn. The first one is, so we had an on-prem platform. The way we approached how to take an on-prem platform to the cloud for a customer. So we had this on-prem platform, and we did a lift and shift. It was running on Windows system, so we straight away wanted to take it to the cloud, AWS in this case. So we took the Windows platform to the cloud in as-is various condition. So we hosted a few Windows machines, and then the platform was up and running. Of course, it was a Java platform. Next, we did a re-platform. We tinkered a little bit because eventually we wanted to run the platform on Linux because it's still a Java platform. It's very easy to migrate and all that. It should work straightforward. So we tinkered a little bit. So one change we made was to move from Windows to Linux. So the first step was lift and shift. Second step was obviously the move to Linux. In the third step, what we did was in the repurchase step, we of course bought the licenses, made sure what all the licenses we are using for the platform software, and we had some third-party software also, so we made sure that all those things are straight and clean. So that's the next iterative step we approached. The fourth one is a big one. Basically, we started to refactor and re-architect components. We spend most of the time here, and I'll tell you how much time we spend later on. So refactor and re-architect components, we looked at Linux-related changes for the third-party software. Because earlier we had libraries and software components on Windows, all those had to come to Linux. And we also Dockerized the components. So in order to make it easy to run, we Dockerized the various builds and components. And one bonus that we got here in this case was that both on-prem and cloud builds were Dockerized. So even an on-prem customer could go to Dockerized container builds, and we brought the same thing to the cloud. And then of course we did some organization on the services side of various components. So we moved to microservices for whatever services we could do or lay our hands on in the context of this migration. Then we retired some unnecessary components because we identified things like email services. AWS and Azure come with a lot of native services, so they're enhancing value for these components. So we started utilizing the native services of this cloud so that the implementations that we had in the on-prem platform were unnecessary, so we had to sort of take it out. So we retired some of the components and started using some native services, like emails and other things. And the last step was to retain the necessary components. By choice, we retained some of the components because it was too tough and too risky to tinker with those. For example, the integration server. We had a MuleSoft integration server, and that integration was going to hundreds and thousands of other data sources, taking information, transforming, massaging, whatever. So we didn't want to risk those and go into an infinite project. So by choice, we retained some of the existing components as is in the interest of getting to the cloud quickly. So these are the high-level steps. So rehost, re-platform, repurchase, refactor or re-architect, retire, and retain. These are the high-level R's of how we migrated to the cloud. So
2 minutes.
took us about a year, about 10 to 11 months roughly for these high-level steps and making decisions. Small team of about 4 senior developers. We chose senior developers because they would be self-running. Once we identify what the agile tasks are, boom, go. So they would go full throttle and get the things done within the intended time. We also cleaned up a little bit on the customer onboarding side. It was a very tedious 2 to 3 week process that we sort of whittled it down to about 45 minutes with the new approach, because components, we had better handle on the components. So, of course, we did agile approach. Everything was very milestone based, every step. The team would create prioritized backlog at the sprint level, at every sprint cycle, and they would go at it, bring it down. So I'll capture the value creation. This is the last slide. So I'll just capture the value creation. So expanded market, because we migrated to the cloud, did some microservices, in addition to the enterprise customers that were using the platform on-prem, we could go to the small and mid-sized customers in the PLM product that was getting to cloud. Containerize all the software components on both on-prem and cloud. This was a bonus benefit that we talked in the last slide. And this refactoring step, which is a big step where we spend most of the time, brought multi-tenant. It brought the multi-tenancy, microservices, of course. Addition of new services became faster and easier, because it would just you just implement the service, or the build or buy the service and just utilize it. And new customer onboarding, of course, we saw a little easier to manage it. And the journey continues to add new customers and migrate existing enterprise customers to the cloud. So this was the journey. This is sort of the 30,000-foot level view of how we approached migrating an on-prem platform to the cloud. That's it.
Wow.